Hi everyone, how you doing? It's Friday, and once again we're here to rank some 8-bit Nintendo games. That's right, the ongoing quest to rank every single Nintendo Entertainment System release that released here in North America. Trucks on here at episode 115. Wow. We have 618 games on the list and another batch in the chamber ready to go right now. If you want to influence the list, you absolutely can. Head over to the Patreon. Patreon.com/Jeff Gerstmann. We'll get you there. Sign up. You can join the advisory panel today. But also you get an ad-free version of the podcast. You get a bonus podcast every week. All that shit, yo. Okay. Let's get right into it here. Let's get going. We got video games. Jason wanted to see the game that's up first. Not a lot of fighting games on the NES, really. In fact, this might be is this the only one that was officially licensed and released? This, you know, in the strictest sense, because I can't think of any other ones off the top of my head without getting into insane Chinese Mortal Kombat bootlegs and all that other stuff. But I don't know. Let's fire this up and see what's going on. There's no way this is the best version of this game, but it is. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Tournament Fighters. From your friends at Konami. Present day. Present time. Turtles receive a strange letter. IQ Turtles challenge. Let us meet in the streets of Manhattan and see which of us is the most powerful. Of course, you really don't stand a chance. Shredder. It's not that strange of a letter. Really. Oh. Are the turtles sick? Or do they have a... Casey. Hothead. All right, yeah, this is already from a portion of the Turtles that I don't know what the hell a hothead is. What kind of options we got here? Okay. I guess story. I mean, Leonardo seems like the right answer. He's got, like, okay range, but decent speed. Donatello's probably going to be too slow. I don't know. Okay, yeah. This is... Okay, so he's got some kind of little hurricane kick equivalent, I guess, is what you could maybe call that. Okay, I wasn't sure if something good was coming out of there or not, but... Man, smart of Shredder to get the turtles to just fight each other. Okay, so down back kick is that little flip kick thing. I'll just chip you out, man. That's weird. Like this projectile item that stays on the stage. It's got a real, like... It's like a thing an indie fighting game would have. You know what I mean? And there's a ball on the stage, and you flip it around, and like a real, like, half-lethal league kind of thing or something. I mean, you know, this feels quite a bit different from how I remember the 16-bit versions of this being. And it's kind of interesting, I'll say. Especially, you know, like like I was saying, there are not a lot of fighting games on this platform at all. So it's kind of neat that you get anything at all. I feel like I should have a second special, but I can't find anything else. Oh, there we go. Some kind of forward leaping punch. Some kind of not a dragon punch, but more of a forward. Whoa. Okay, and I did some kind of forward leap kick thing there too. What? Do we all have the same moves? With like limited exceptions? Because he did that, like, he just did that forward leap also. Ugly Lawn asks, is Urban Champion a fighting game? Yeah, I guess it is. It's just so real. Urban Champion's hard to think about in fighting game terms because the combat is just so realistic that you're tempted to lump it in with like boxing or, you know, something like that, because it's like, this is real fighting and not just, you know, look at me, I'm not wearing shoes and I'm throwing fireballs out of my fist. Like, Urban Champion could happen. Like, that's every day. Every day in some American city, Urban Champion is playing out. This handles okay. I mean, you know, like the moves come out when you do them. Come on now. Yeah. It's no punching a truck to pieces, but what are you gonna do? Vega? No. Yeah, I can't. I'm not finding anything other than that kick. I mean, he doesn't even have a sword. It is, it's weird because, the weapons are the things that differentiate the turtles from one another, and without that, oh. Decimated, eliminated, murdered. Okay, so there's a... Okay, so it's double tap forward. Okay, so it's a double tap forward for that kick and that punch. Man, maybe I should stick to what I know here. Zatoichi posted a move list here in the Discord. Oh, man. Yeah, those throws are hard to deal with in that specific situation. One continue. That's all you get, huh? Great. Great. Ah. Dude, this is quite the step up in difficulty from the 5 fights prior. It's like that slide kick is pretty good for getting in close, but he will sometimes just throw you out of it because you're just right there, which is, I mean, you know, that's the right thing for him to do. One continue is real fucking weird. This fucking Andy Bogard shit out of here, Michelangelo. Pathetic. You're garbage. And it's like a down back charge. It's not like a back forward charge. It's down back to forward. So you crouching, you can only charge it while crouching, which is sort of weird. And that's all he's got, other than, well, it looks like they all have this, like, this thing. They both have like these dash attacks, or all the turtles have these. Yeah, it's hard to get away from. Yeah, all he has are those drop kicks. Those kind of, again, those kind of fucking Andy Bogard ass trash. You can do it high, you can do it low. Because the NES has 2 buttons. Ugh. There is some kind of ultra attack on this move list as well, but I don't know. I saw one of the characters flashing for a second, but it wasn't me. So I don't know what triggers. I assume if you're flashing, that is maybe the state in which you can do that move. I don't know. Foot. Stuffed. I would be interested in watching extremely high-level play of this game, because I bet it's fucking garbage. I bet it's some real dumb shit. Take your bison torpedo ass. back to the cool but rude factory. See, that's probably I don't know. I assume that flashing was when you could do the ultra, but maybe I'm wrong. The music's okay. I don't know. Like, again, like the controls feel responsive, which I think a lot of... There's just a certain era of like fighting games at home where you end up with stuff like Fighting Street. Or, you know, Street Fighter 1, even in the arcade, had this problem where it's just like the inputs just didn't feel right, and so getting moves to come out like sucked. Whereas this feels like mostly responsive. It feels like it's reading the inputs appropriately, like the time to put them in, you know, like works well enough. This is decent for what it is, you know. You could do a lot worse than this. I would question some of the moves themselves in terms of their usefulness, and maybe it'd be nice if the move list was a little longer. Like that could be nice. Let's try the other turtles. If I just do versus CPU, maybe that's the... Do I get a better roster? Yeah. Shred. Hot. Raphael has... Okay, that torpedo is just charge back forward. The longer you hold back, the further you will go. Weird. 4 stages. Hothead. Man, that thing only hits once on block. It's not even like good chip damage. Oh, he's got a little... Got some Blanca business. That's a cool but very rude thing to do, like just biting a guy. You know. All right, I don't think I like Raphael. A special that, like, you know, is just kind of rushes you forward like that also is maybe of limited use, considering you have 2 other moves that will close the gap on a guy with those kind of double tap kicks and stuff. Uh-oh. I should be able to knock the ball out of him. I wonder if there's a... It doesn't seem like that happens. Oh, right. This is versus mode, so I don't have to reset. Oh, maybe rematch takes me back to character select. I would hope so, otherwise. Alright, Donatello has that jumping thing that seems really fucking dumb. Okay, that's a downward charge. Dude, 3 of these turtles suck shit. 3 of these turtles are charge characters. What the fuck? Fuck are we doing? Ugh. Does a little dance. Oof. Like the audio on the digitized sound effects seems a little low. Yeah, this kick into the throw is something else, huh? Yeah, that's huh. Well, instead of having those kind of universal dash attacks, the other characters seem to just have 2 specials. And both of these are charge attacks. So a down up B. Oh, no. Toward down back. So a half circle back. And B. Sure. That's his down charge. And then that's half circle back, and B does whatever the fuck that is. Like, this move covers a lot of ground, but I guess you know, Casey is technically a boss, right? So weird. So I guess, like, I think the problem with this game is I don't think a lot of the moves are bad. It's like they've built an okay system for a fighting game, and then a lot of the specials are just shitty. Well, he showed me, I guess. All right, let's try Hothead, then we'll try Shredder. You know, decent little graphics here. You know, you get you know, they looked at Street Fighter and said, we need images of these characters all beaten up. Whoops, what am I doing? So what is that, a double circle? Down, right, A. And then down and either button in the air is a body slam. Is that a double quarter circle? Is that what that's, is that what that is attempt? Like, this move list is... No, it is just a single quarter circle forward. Almost like a dive kick. What are you gonna do about it? What are you gonna do about it? That's right. Nothing. Draw. Okay. Shred. Forward. Okay, hang on here. I'm trying to make sense of this move list because it's a little... It's written a little. It's written weird. Okay. Toward. Right down, down, left down. Okay, so that's you. Okay, so that's just a. No, what is that? Dude, it says toward, right down, down, left. So it starts with the word toward and ends with the word left. Very insanely written, very, very fucking insane way to basically write what I think is just a half circle back. And then tap B repeatedly for the Gauntlet Blur attack. And I think that's all Shredder has. But I'm pretty sure that's a half circle back, written in the most insane way possible. Yeah, that's just a half circle back, dude. This fact writes it the most ridiculous way possible. Shredder seems like he might be pretty good as a character. Yeah, Shredder. I feel like versus mode would be a lot less fun. Versus mode is now a lot less fun because of Shredder. I don't know, like Hothead has his bullshit too, but with the person in control of it instead of the AI, Hothead seems a little bit more manageable as a concept. Whereas Shredder just seems like a real motherfucker. We're gaming now. Shredder's legendary fireball trap. Music's all right. This is decent. I don't know. Like it's you know, fighting games are already kind of thin, and this one having really similar characters, and you know, like not the greatest roster to begin with. Like it is you know, that stuff's not awesome, but I am curious to see what, like, you know, because everyone has an ultra attack, which it says is down toward B. But I don't know the circumstances for the ultra. Like, if you have to be, like, low on life in round 3, or, you know, some kind of desperation. Or is that just the, yeah, is that just the orb? That's a little less interesting. But I suppose that is the input for shooting this fucking fireball once you pick it up, so. So maybe that is it. It would make sense why everyone has the exact same input for it, I suppose. An awkward moves list. I don't know, Shredder's fun. If all of the characters were as fun to play as Shredder is, if everyone else was brought up several levels in terms of just like moves they had at their disposal and the just the general flow of those moves, like this game would be a lot better. So is this like a multiplayer tournament mode then? Man. Oh, Shredder's dizzy. That's right, suck him in. It's kind of a lot of like I mean maybe a lot is a. There's kind of some kind of a fair amount of SNK in this thing in terms of inspiration for the moves. Like, yeah, that's a real kind of that's like a real like Joe Higashi kind of punch thing there, right? Did Konami have a big fighting franchise? You're not thinking of one? Castlevania Judgment? Anyone? I like this for what it is. You know, it's not... I wouldn't... You know, like it doesn't have a whole lot going on. It's fine, but it looks nice, and the sound, you know, like it's got decent music, and you know, there some thought went into these characters, and in terms of the moves they have and stuff. I think the turtles themselves are just not very differentiated here. It really, like, the strengths of having 4 turtles is that they all have different weapons and kind of different attitudes, but when you take the weapons out of that, and you know, you give Donatello this like rising, this weird up down, like that rising falling kick thing is real strange. And then you've got Michelangelo's little kind of drop kick things. You know, you give Leonardo basically a hurricane kick. And then Raphael basically has, you know, a torpedo. And then your boss characters get like 2 specials because they're bosses. You know, I don't know. Like it's okay. I think the bummer is that like this is a promising game. Like I think if these characters were more entertaining to play and just had like cooler options at their disposal, like I think that this could be like a great little fighting game. But it's still, you know, I don't know. Again, 1993, an 8-bit fighting game. You know, yeah, sort of a weird thing. But like whatever, there are plenty of like, you know, fighting games, like 2-button fighting games that I think work really well. Like there's, I think, you know, the Neo Geo Pocket had some really great fighting games that played really well, and I mean, you know, some of that stuff on Game Boy. Like, there's some really neat Game Boy fighting games. Like, it's Toshinden, right? I'm like losing my mind here, but like. But yeah, the SNK stuff that appeared on Game Boy also is good there too. The ultimate battle. But SNK versus Capcom on Pocket was really good. Oh, Hothead. Congratulations to Hothead. Just a little drum break for you here at the end. Best part of this whole game right here. All right, that's it, I guess. Oh, Turbo. Oh, I just, okay. I need to know. I need to know what Turbo feels like. I feel like Leonardo is the only turtle that has like a decent special move. Yeah, that's faster. I don't know. I might say that's slightly too fast. But that's, I don't know, 92, 93. Like, we were playing our fighting games too fast then. Ten-star matches of fucking Special Champion Edition or whatever the fuck. Oh, God. It feels kind of wild. It's way too fast. Neat. Okay. That is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Tournament Fighters. That's Huh. I mean, you don't need to. There are way better fighting games in the world, right? But there are maybe not any fighting games better on the NES for whatever that's worth. I don't know. It's not bad. I mean, it's no gun knack, you know? Is it better or worse than TMNT 2, the arcade game? I guess it's worse. It's a shame. I really do think there's like a ton of potential here. Like, almost ROM hack territory if you just hacked a bunch of additional moves into it, which that's a tall order, I realize. If this game were better, it'd be a better game, is basically what I'm saying. There's a lot of potential here that if they had made different choices around the specials, like the bones of it are pretty good. In terms of just like how snappy it feels and the characters moving and everything. And, again, that's grading on a curve because the NES is not where you would expect to find a fighting game, and you would not expect it to be snappy and like for the input to feel good. You would expect it to feel like total shit, like, oh, I'm holding like, not entirely unlike Mortal Kombat 1 for the Game Boy or something to that effect, right? Like that just kind of brutal, just hold the fucking D-pad down and wait for the move to happen type shit. But this feels fine. It suffers from the roster and from the some of the moves and some of the balance, right? Like, which those are pretty damning things to be pretty bad at, admittedly. But again, here on this platform where there's practically zero competition for this sort of thing, it's neat. It's neat. Probably not balanced in any way. I bet especially Shredder seems like he would be pretty dominant. It's no Strider. Double Dragon 2 is a better game. Is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Tournament Fighters better or worse than Low G-Man, the Low Gravity Man? Turtles runs smoother. Like Low G-Man is kind of another game that I think, like with some minor changes would really strongly benefit. Like Low G-Man is just kind of choppy with its weird half frame rate experience. Like that's sort of the problem you run into there. I think Tournament Fighters is better than Low G-Man. But worse than Strider. And it is worse than Double Dragon 2, The Revenge. It is better than Bases Loaded 3. It's very Monster in My Pocket-esque in a weird way. Whereas Monster in My Pocket is like another kind of like later era game that you're like, this is surprisingly good for a game that no one played. Yeah, it is worse than Turtles 3, The Manhattan Project, even though this is also set in Manhattan. The Manhattan Project, I mean, there's just more variety. There's, like it's kind of an unfortunate sort of just nature of the genre type thing. Fighting games are always getting short shrift somewhere. Especially back in this period when the story mode is just an arcade mode, and there's just not like it's lacking in depth, particularly as a single player experience, right? And so that fighting better be damn good. And so yeah, Manhattan Project's a better game. Boulder Dash is a better game. Is this better or worse than Flying Warriors? It's better than Low G-Man. It is better than Muscle Tag Team Match. It's funny. I mean, both this and Muscle Tag Team Match have you clamoring to get balls so that you can do your ultra crazy special move. In Muscle, you're throwing tomahawks, or whether that's just with the one character. I mean, all the other characters had their own kind of unique super moves. So there's more move variety in Muscle than there is in Tournament Fighters. Because Kinnikuman proper did that crazy pile driver. It's a good looking pile driver. Tournament Fighters is better than Muscle. It's better than Bases Loaded 3. It is better than Kabuki Quantum Fighter. Is it better? Is Tournament Fighters better than Tag Team Wrestling? I guess it is. Tag Team Wrestling is a wonderful game. Playing it alone where the guys turn red and become invincible is always a little frustrating. But I like that they put like basically finishers in there, like if the right guys are in the ring together, there's a unique move you can do, and Tag Team Wrestling's pretty good. Tournament Fighters is better. It's better than Mega Man 4. It's not better than RBI Baseball 2. It's our new number 94. Congratulations to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Are the Turtles the licensed characters of the NES? In terms of the quality, like the number and the quality of those games. The first Turtles game is an absolute shit show. Let's not sugarcoat it. But everything after that, 2 and Manhattan Project and Tournament Fighters also, like those are pretty fucking solid fucking games, man. Yeah, DuckTales, but I don't know. Well, we have not looked at DuckTales 2 yet. DuckTales probably the best individual licensed game. Yeah, in fact, that is exactly true. At the moment. But also culturally, it was a time for Ninja Turtles. Yeah, the Ninja Turtles games are like the Ninja Turtles is the exact opposite of the Simpsons when it comes to the NES. Like the Turtles are like the good version of the Simpsons games or whatever. Like here's a licensed games that are actually good. And then you get the Simpsons games, which are some of the most dreadful games on the fucking platform. Oh, right. I got to copy the list down here so you can see it, so you can feel it, and so that the lists are in sync when we go to rank the next game. All right. And there you have it. Tournament Fighters. Neat. That's a neat game. Way better than I thought it would be. Ugly Lawn has wanted this game for a little bit, and we're going to get to it today. Now, here, finally, we're going to see what this is all about. It is Desert Commander. Oh. This music, a little loop on you. This is boom, 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 boom. First battle, way to victory, offense and defense, bloody battle, North American front. So, you know, we break through, we got rush mode. We got to make our enemies run out of tickets. All right, so what do we got? 2 tanks, 2, let's call them APCs maybe. We got a truck. We got the deadliest fucking weapon in any army's arsenal, a fucking U-Haul. We're gonna fill it full of fertilizer. Park it outside an enemy building. Let's say this is probably like a spy or something, maybe? That's a cannon. That's a different type of cannon. Maybe this is air to ground and these are like flat cannons. We've got potentially supply vehicles or some sort. And 2 types of planes. I'm going to say maybe this bigger one's a bomber and this smaller one is a fighter. Let's just stick with the defaults. Infantry, okay. Fighter, bomber, AA gun. All right, I was right about that. Supply truck, trans truck, armored car, and tanks. Any kind of fast scroll here so we can... Okay, here they are. Yeah, if this game were on Steam, like a bunch of chuds would be fucking lashing out. One of the first things I'm hit with is a trans truck. Your woke video game. I'm the biggest dumbass that's ever lived. What is power? Okay, range, max fuel. What does change do? Let's move. Let's just move. Sir, we've made our max advance. Oh, and that's just places it. That's I don't really have a... Okay. I mean, we're not really... I mean, you know, this is a base of some kind, this building, potentially, but I don't know... I don't know that I necessarily have to, like, defend it. Maybe I'm completely wrong and you absolutely must defend it. Okay, so start will give us a map of the action and also restart the music. Select will... Oh, you have different background music based on the faction. That's neat, I guess. Let's bring this field cannon up. And we'll send some infantry around here. We'll send one of these armored cars. And we'll also send a supply truck. Because maybe that needs to be near the other units? We can move the AA guns, but should I? Let's send one down here to be closer to our other units. Yeah, some folks in the live chat here. I guess what is it? Did daylight savings end in the United Kingdom? Does the sun rise early on the British Empire? I don't know. Oh, headquarters. Okay. Oh, so this is like total annihilation then. Where my leader unit is a unit. The supply work is done, sir. Okay. Okay. Great. Okay, so if I move them next to a supply unit, then... Does change end my turn? Sir, maybe stop operations. Okay. What do we think? Can we... No. We cannot attack that plane from here. And you can only attack a one square. Okay. Alright, so the ranges are, I guess, appropriately weird. Well, I guess we should get everybody else down here then, huh? Sir, we've met the enemy. Shall we? Hell yeah. Soften them up. I wonder if I can hit these planes if I get here like this. Yeah, okay. This doesn't seem like a good matchup, but... Great. I love it. I love it. I love it so much, I'm gonna do this now. I've made a horrendous mistake. No, no. Oh, but I can't move anymore. Might as well try it. Yeah, definitely some hard counters to some of these unit types, I'm guessing. Yeah, supply the supply truck. Good. We got a whole chain here. No, I want to, I guess, okay, we just got to go to a unit. Okay. We've surrounded that plane. Oh, the bombers are gonna bomb. Yeah. We need to get those AA guns up there. Tank on tank violence. I'll take it. I wonder if the supply truck will restore units. Okay, let's Like, I kind of want to have these fighters break off and take on the bombers, because I bet the fighters can outmaneuver the bombers. Oh, no, I wanted to go down. No, I guess I don't have a choice. Because if I say no, I can't move again. Like, I wanted to attack the supply trucks. This is okay, though, too. Should I attack the tank or move up and hit the supply trucks? I'm gonna hit the supply trucks. Apparently the supply trucks are well supplied. That seems fucked up. Seems fucked up that the supply trucks shoot back. Okay, so if I hit B while it's moving, I can undo the turn, but... cannot move and attack into the same turn. Like, I feel like I should be able to load units into the trans truck or something. Oh, man. Oh, very nice. What the fuck is with these supply trucks, man? That's right. Pull back, you cowards. I don't want to go back to my base to refuel. I don't want to do these things. Ultimately. So I can't even look at their units because I'm curious to see if this like replenishes them to like full, like if they have 10 units again because they went to supplies or whatever, you know. Come on. All right. Well, I guess let's go see what's up with the Oasis. We'll send the bomber over there and bomb these tanks. That was not quite the route that I was hoping for. I wonder if the Oasis is, you know, if there's protection, because it does. I mean, it is listing road and like the terrain that I'm on is definitely some kind of factor here. Truck on truck violence. Okay. What can the truck do? Not much. All right, I imagine this is where they hit back and take out a bunch of our units completely because we... But I feel like we did them pretty good that turn. Like, I took out like 2 or 3 different units of theirs, right? But they've got their bombers back out. So I need to get my fighters around to handle the bombers. Which shouldn't be too much of a problem. As long as these cannons don't take them out. But these are not AA guns. Those are just cannon-ass cannons. What a waste. War is hell. Ah, very nice. Oh, right. You've still got a bunch of units back here that you haven't done shit with yet. Okay. We've got fighters there, but is that our only fighter unit? We don't have 2 fighter units? We don't have 2 sets of planes? Okay. Fuck me. Like, I couldn't move through there because I had to attack. Fuck me. Ugh. I was gonna say, this might not actually go super well. It seems like that is the counter to tanks, is these guns, but alas. Let's see what this truck does. Yeah, get in there. Give him the business, trucks. Hell yeah. Got my AA guns at the Oasis. It's nice. Got to move these AA guns up in hope of handling that bomber at some point. We'll move this cannon up as well. Can I get this truck all the way around to those cannons? I probably don't want to, do I? In fact, I should probably go up here and, like, resupply some dudes. Yeah, we'll see, man. This seems winnable, but I am playing too fast and too loose. Like, these planes will eventually need to go back and land, I assume. But I don't have that many left. Whatever. The supply trucks are doing their job. Hopefully it'll be okay. Well, so much for my supply trucks. Okay, they moved that gun instead of shooting. That's good. You brought your AA guns up to shoot my trucks? And it worked? Alright, this game is fucked. This game is bullshit. my range here? Nah, not good enough. Infantry against AA guns should be a sneak attack and immediate slaughter. These guns should all be done, right? Spread out! Spread out, you dopes! You know, for cannons that are not meant to be AA guns, I feel like I should be able to hit those a little harder than I just did, but I don't know. Can I attack the... I mean, these have a range on them, so I should just be able to hit. Tanks on infantry. What do you think? Not quite the slaughter I was hoping for. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. Right there. Clutch. Sir, the ammo is gone. Okay. I'm guessing I can't supply them from a supply truck, huh? No. But I resupplied these guys at least. All right, without ammo, this guy's got to go back. We do still have truck. Well, goodbye, truck. All right, I think that's everybody. Okay. Is that not everybody? Oh, there's this gun over here. Fair enough. Truck v. truck. This is kind of how I figured that this battle would take a turn, considering how many units I was throwing at them to take them all out, combined with they still had a few left. Those are my guys, though. All right. Come on! All right, the bombers need to refuel, so we gotta... Our ammo situation 0, so we gotta break off with the other plane too, I guess, huh? All right, yeah. Okay. Okay, let's wonder if I move them up to the supply truck, if that will also resupply. Taking one of them with me. All right. Yeah, this is a dicey. Fuck. What, you can't hit the trucks, man? What? Trucks are too powerful. The trucks shouldn't be able to attack like that. It's crazy. Unless this game ends as soon as you kill the commander unit, in which case we've got a shot. Woo! Oh, I can't reach there. I can reach there and I can reach there, but I can't. Ugh. Oh, but I should be able to hit this one at least. Okay. Okay. I'm feeling a little better. A little better? Trucks are going to be a force to contend with. We're going to send the bombers their way. So I think these other units are relatively weak. Now you better run. Come on, come on! Oh. Yeah, I don't think planes can fly over ground units, which is interesting. Let's hit this infantry. Let's bomb these trucks. No, 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 no! This fucking game! That's fine too. That's fine too. Actually, let's see what's up with this. So is that the end? Did I win? Do I win? Yeah. Okay. That's Desert Commander. It's very playable, you know, like I'm sure, you know, not having the, I'm sure just there's like probably 2 or 3 pages in the manual that are just like, hey, this unit is strong against this and weak against this. And with that, you know, you would know what to send and where to send it. You know, there were like a zillion strategy games like this. I feel like in this era, like not on the NES so much, like more computer type stuff. But you know, you get your like your Famicom Wars and all that sort of stuff. But like, you know, this type of turn-based strategy is I don't know, kind of a dime a dozen. But not a lot of them made it over here. Yeah, Military Madness is a great fucking. I had friends who were deep into Military Madness on the TurboGrafx. I'm gonna run up and use the restroom real quick, and then I'll come back and we'll put Desert Commander on a list. Hold tight. Okay. Desert Commander. You know, it's got a pretty small handful of scenarios, but you do have the ability to adjust the overall mix of your units and all of that, which I think is kind of a neat way to handle it. You know, it doesn't really have like a progression per se. It's not like you're working your way through the maps. It's just kind of, you know, a lot of strategy games I think in this era were like that. It was just kind of, here you go. Set up some scenarios and do them. And so, you know, that's not awesome. I don't know. I feel like this is, you know, like in terms of just like the options at your disposal, the things that it asks you to do, I think North and South is a better game. Because of the more kind of weird real-time nature of some of the unit clashes there. I think that stuff's neat. Whereas this is more of a dice roll sort of thing, which is, again, you know, the norm and fine in its own way. Some of the stuff like, you know, hey, you brushed against a unit and now you're kind of either stuck there or you're attacking or whatever, like not being able to you know, fly over units or like some of that stuff is limiting, I think, here. And that's sort of frustrating. Where is North and South on this list? Yeah. Yeah, so this is no North and South. You'd be better off with a copy of Pirates. Golgo 13 Top Secret Episode is a better game. It's no David Crane's A Boy and His Blob, but Trouble on Blobolonia. But this is kind of this seems sort of like the right neighborhood. Like Spy versus Spy is a better game. King's Knight is better. Space Shuttle Project is kind of an interesting kind of checkpoint here. Like there's something like Space Shuttle Project has a lot of neat ideas to it. And there's nothing, you know, like Desert Commander is fine. There's nothing really wrong with it per se. It's better than Alex DeMeo's Race America. It's better than Battletoad and Double Dragons, The Ultimate Team. Is it better or worse than Mylan's Secret Castle? Million's Secret Castle. Yeah, I mean, they're very different games. They're kind of hard comparisons to make. Is Desert Commander better or worse than, say, Dino Wars Destruction of Spondylus? Desert Commander is better than Dino Wars. It's better than Dirty Harry. It's better than Double Dragon 3. It is better than Solstice, the quest for the Staff of Deimos. It's better than Jaws. It's better than Jimmy Connor's Tennis. I do feel like we're kind of in this zone here. You know what? It's better than Space Shuttle Project. It's no King's Knight. It's our new number 224. You kind of run into games, I think, here sometimes that you're like, you know what? This is... There's nothing necessarily wrong with this game. There's interface stuff that could be better. There's, you know, like there's certainly room for improvement. And you say that about damn near any video game, really. I feel like there's an abundance of games in the middle of the list that you just kind of look at and go, these are fine, these are okay. Like this is, you could play this. Should you? It's kind of a different question, right? Tim wanted to see the next game, and this is one that I certainly played my share of on the Commodore 64. Your friends at Milton Bradley brought it to us on the NES. Who developed this? Epic did. Okay, so Epix did the development on it as well. It is World Games. This is another game in the kind of vein of summer games and winter games and California games. Only this one is about world games. This is where they got into... this is like some real Wild World of Sports type shit. Oh, Rare did this shit. Okay, that makes sense. Yep, this is very much the menu of one of these games. We'll, okay, it's got all the events. It's got weightlifting. It's got barrel jumping, cliff diving, slalom skiing, log rolling, bull riding, caber toss, which is always my favorite, and sumo wrestling, which was indecipherable on the Commodore 64. Let's see if we can do an old clean and jerk. Man, this game without any load times is ridiculous. Do we want to do snatch or a clean and jerk? What do you think? Let's start with a snatch. We can put more weight on the bar. But we'll start light because I don't remember. Like, I don't know. Okay, so I dropped too early there, I guess. So I'm just pushing down and up, and I'm pushing down and up in not quite a rhythmic like way. It's not stroker, but I'm pushing down, and now I'm pushing up. And as he goes up, I need to push down right there, and then I need to push up. And now he's got it, and we need to wait for the lights. And then we drop then we can drop it. And so when you add more weights to the bar, the timing on a lot of it becomes tougher. And you have to wait a little bit before you work your way up. Okay, we got our lights, and now we can set it down. There you go. Let's try to maximum snatch. 225 kilograms. Oh, yeah. See, I pushed down too soon. He dropped it. Let's try again. Oh, jeez. Oh, I accidentally did clean and jerk. This is... So the clean and jerk is a little more involved with the up and down. We'll go back to snatch. Because it's just easier. Ah! Yeah, at this weight, you know, like the timing becomes probably close to like frame specific or something, right? So... One of the judges didn't like that one for whatever reason. Okay, let's try a clean and jerk. We'll lower the weight. And there's your clean and jerk. A little more up and down involved there. But really just kind of like one more, you know, kind of one more timing check in the middle of the process. This guy in the corner here, whatever that graphic is next to the part that says vitamins, is one of the most grotesque looking creatures I've ever seen on this platform. Holy shit. Look at that guy. It is like when the fucking guy from RoboCop fell into the toxic waste and then RoboCop drove right through him. It's that guy. Oh, see, it went too fast. Anyway, that's weightlifting. Barrel jumping, I remember being a lot of like jerking the controller left and right to maintain speed. But with two buttons at their disposal, you know, there's a lot they could do to change this up. Let's start with 3 barrels. Okay, it's definitely rotate the stick to... We did it. That jump is ridiculously high. I don't think it goes that high in the original. Oh, there must be some sort of process to landing that I have done incorrectly. I did it. Anyway, that's barrel jumping. Cliff diving. We can choose how high or low we want to go. Start with a real low dive if you want. Press your button. Oh God. Oh God. $17. Okay, we got to figure out what to do. Because I remember, if I remember right, it was like different directions on the joystick were different positions you would do. Okay, it seems like I just need to kind of hit A to go into the full dive here. Oh no, it's down, so I can... Yep. And if you go into that position too quickly, you gain too much airspeed and crash into the bottom. Also, you come in if you're in this dive position, you're more likely to hit. That guy's not swimming back up after that. That guy's dead. That guy's dead after that. So really, it seems like it's just kind of watch the little mini map there. Oh god, and make sure you're going into your. Oh, too early. That would probably hurt. What? That's cliff diving. Good. Good. I feel like the buttons aren't really doing much of anything here. And that really the only control I have is turning left and right. Which results in me moving really slowly and shittily. And he'll just bail at the first touch of any one of these poles. I don't care. What if I just go? I'll take the 5-second penalty for each missed gate. And that's the end. Not a fun one. Log rolling is a great time. This is a competitive sport. Let's see if we can figure out what the controls are here. You know, ideally you're spinning the log and changing directions and stuff and making the other guy fall off pretty quickly here. I feel like there's just not a lot of action. Okay, as soon as I let go of the controllers, he did knock me off, so I was at least staying on, but... Okay, I think this is all D-pad. Let's see. How do I make this man walk? Come on, man. I was giving him a little bit of pressure there. His meter was filling up a little bit on one side, but yeah. So it looks like I need to lean into, or I need to push in the direction that is filling up. So when that starts going to the right, I push to the right to kind of calm it down. I think. Ah. Okay, I think I have to jerk up and down while making sure I'm addressing the sides. So I need to lean left and right depending on what the meter says, but also I need to be jacking this controller up and down to keep moving, maybe? It's not the easiest thing to do on a D-pad. Ow. That's log rolling. Bull riding. I remember this being so like you had to memorize. There's like a right direction to push depending on what the bull is doing at any given time. If the bull is spinning in a circle, you push up, and so on and so forth. Do you want Ferdinand, Elmer, Bob, Tornado, or Earthquake? Let's start on Ferdinand. So I'm pushing down now while he's doing circles. We made it. 8 seconds. Let's step it up to Elmer. Let's go to Earthquake. Oh! Suck it, Earthquake. I feel like these... Well, okay, I did get knocked off, but I feel like the bulls are not changing directions or moving nearly as much as they do in the original version. $76. Caber toss. Now here's where the action is. Throwing a fucking phone pole. Scottish fucking lunatics. Oh, the buzz noise is really nice. We decided that this event needed some buzz. Okay, so that's the throw button. There. No. Oh. It has to make it all the way over and fall forward, or it's a fault. You cannot throw this fucking phone pole. Come on. And you never get going super fast because you're carrying a friggin' phone pole. All right. This is not great. I'm not sure what the movement is here. Okay, it looks like I need to do swirls, like, 360s here. Which is not easy to do on this PlayStation 5 D-pad. There we go. Oh, come on! I need more iron brew if I'm going to do this. Come on! Nope. You need a little more forward motion on the... Like, ideally, you want the caber, I think, to be, like, leaning a little forward here. Because when it leans back, you just get that. So it's like if you hold the button down, he'll plant his feet a little bit, but and the caber will start to lean then, but there we go. Ugh! Oh. Maybe I need to lean, hold that button a little bit longer. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. A 30-footer in your face, as a wise man once said. It's a great dance. The buzz really helps that one. And sumo wrestling. Ah. So there's a bit of like a high-low, you know, because you want to try to do a grab and throw, or you want to push him out of the ring. Damn it. Wait a minute. Didn't I throw him over my head? Oh. Brutalized that time. I had a higher score. I remember being very bad at this on the Commodore as well. Anyway, that's World Games. You know, you can play those events in a competition mode where, you know, instead of just being able to practice over and over again, it scores you, you know. That's sort of the difference. It keeps track of some world records here. I don't know if it has battery backup. I'm guessing it doesn't. Congratulations to Lisa on her 14-footer in the caber toss. I beat that handily, but we were in practice mode, so it doesn't count. These games, World Games, Summer Games, Winter Games, California Games, were cornerstones of the computer experience, I think. They came out on a lot of machines. I played them all on the Commodore, and they were really well regarded. They were really well regarded for what they were, you know? Like, here's a game that's got 6 little mini games in it, and you can load them up, and the load times are fucking atrocious, but like, the animation and the action was kind of a lot better than a lot of other games, I guess. But yeah, man, it's recontextualized as an NES game. This sucks. Like, absolutely. Like, what are we, you know, like, weightlifting is easy to understand but not fun. Barrel jumping is not fun. Cliff diving doesn't have enough nuance to it to be fun. Slalom skiing sucks shit. Log rolling, maybe you'd eventually get your mind around the controls there. Bull riding, same deal. I love a nice caber toss. And sumo wrestling, you know, like, there's obviously like a little bit more to learn about some of these events so that you could get better at them. It's not to say that it's just like mash the buttons and go. The way a lot of, you know, track and field summer games, like all that sort of stuff was just like, I don't know, man, can you mash the buttons real fast? Cool, you're good. Occasionally you need to like time a button press in there along with the mashing. And this is still pretty much that. They just replaced a lot of the button mashing with like flagging the joystick all over the place like a maniac. And on the NES, I think that, you know, like again, like the quality of this, just the run of the mill, the standard action game on this platform, the bar is so much higher that these games I really feel like don't belong here. Even California games, which I think is, you know, uncontroversially, I'll say is the best of the bunch. Just about everywhere it appeared. Even California games is not like I don't think that's I don't think that would be a great fit on the NES as well. You know, like it's not the version of the game you want to play. And so with World Games, like in some ways you're like, well, they managed to reasonably duplicate the experience of the original version of this game, and congratulations to Rare for doing that. But it's a very low bar. It's a very low bar. But you can snatch and you can clean and jerk. So it's got that going for it. It's certainly no Desert Commander, you know. It's no Alex DeMeo's Race America. James Bond Jr. is a better game. You'd be better off with a copy of Iron Sword, Wizards and Warriors 2. Linus Spacehead's Cosmic Crusade is a better game. Puss in Boots: Para's Great Adventure, a game that I completed. That's a significantly better game than World Games. You would be better served by a copy of The Adventures of Tom Sawyer. Godzilla Monster of Monsters is a better game. But here's the, you know, if you want to get grimy, if you want to take it out back and have a real knockdown drag out, World Games or Hatris. Because dog, fuck Hatris. You know what I'm saying? World Games is World Games is worse than Hatris. It's worse than Hatris. It's worse than Hatris. Because it's worse than the adventures of Dino Ricky, Dino Ricardo. American Gladiators is a significantly better game, you know, in its event-based form. Jordan versus Bird one-on-one, a basketball-tinged take on the kind of multi-event mini-game sort of thing, in addition to, you know, basketball. That's a better game, though this is not a great game. I want to say Caveman Games is not related, but is shitty. But it is still better than this. Skate or Die 2 is a better game than World Games. Alfred Chicken is a better game. Bandit Kings of Ancient China is a better game. But it is better than Digger T. Rock, The Legend of the Lost City. It's better than Tom and Jerry, but it's not better than Family Feud. It's our new number 504. I played a lot of World Games on the Commodore 64 because, I don't know, what else are you going to do? Make friends, go outside? No. Stupid. And here it is. Oh, I'm sorry, that ended up in the wrong spot. That ended up at 505. We have to fix that. I will fix that on the master list. We don't need to fix it on the list you're seeing right now. There. Better than Tom and Jerry, worse than Family Feud. 504. Okay. I think we can... Got time for one more here. Well, but not if it's either of these games, because the games I've got left on my list, I don't think either of them will fit in the time allotted. We have Ultima 4 that Anders wanted to see, and Godzilla 2, which is a turn-based strategy game. So let me see if I can find something quick here. How about Tecmo NBA Basketball? Official license project of NBA Properties. Okay. I like the Tecmo font. Whoa, that guy was moving fast. No look passes. Tecmo Super Pro Basketball, according to this title screen. There we go. Whoa. That's a good little intro. Man versus Calm. Man versus Koa. It's Coach, I assume. Oh boy. Someone in chat said the Pacers were really good in this. I find hard to believe, but Sixers. Pacers, Sixers. Deadlift Shrimp, you did it again. Oh. Smits. Jimmy Smits played basketball? The timing on the shot feels a lot different than other games of the era. Like, I feel like I want to hold, like you time the button press, right? You hold it down, you release at the top of your jump, and all that basketball stuff. but it feels like at least on these threes here, the ball comes out sooner than it feels like it should. Oh. Oh, come on. What did Reggie Miller ever do to anyone? These guys are hard to get past. Shrimp! Shrimp! Oops, that's not the right. That'll work. That'll work. I'll take it. Ah, fuck off. Boom. Come on, what? Chuck Person did nothing wrong. This is okay. Like, the pace of it is a little weird compared to other basketball games of its era. And that shit, like, you just kind of can't get past them sometimes. It's like you get stuck on a guy, you get hooked on him, and you can't you can't work your way around him or back or anything. Some of those blocked shots look a little awkward. That's right. Ah! Like, sometimes it's just a cluster of players together that you can't even really immediately see. Like, I'm having trouble picking out, like, oh, my player is now stuck on a guy and he is about to knock him over if I keep pushing in this direction. Oh, good. Good. Nice work. And because so many different characters have little lines over their head, it's not always who has the ball here. Like when you're looking out of the corner of your eye, it can be kind of hard to see that sometimes. That's right. Oh, great. Yeah, the shooting feels weird. That's the kind of the downfall of this, I guess, is that just the shooting just feels awkward on the button. Wrong button. I should have shot instead I passed. Nope, and then I mixed it up again. Really fucking this up. I like that there hasn't been dunk cutscenes, but there's been like a no-look pass little cutscene. Deadlift Shrimp's gonna get kicked out of this fucking game, man. Fuck. What? I mean, Reggie Miller just gave that guy a headbutt. It's fine. He had it coming. Just ask. No, well. The music's pretty good. Like this game's fine. Boop, 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 boop. This game's all right. I don't know. Except for the shooting feeling bad, which actually is a like of the flaws to have. That is one of the most damning ones. And the defense is a little too tight. I don't know, like that's a little like it's too easy to knock guys over. Like I felt like I should have been able to cut to the hoop on that, but instead I got hung up on that dude. What? Rick Smiths. Get the ball. What? Charles Shackelford. What? No, I was trying to jump for the ball, not shoot the ball. Ugh. Yeah, some of the player changes are like, it's not giving me the player that it feels like it should be giving me. Like, I feel like I want the guy closest to the ball so I can mash on the B button and try to strip it from him, but it's not giving me that guy most of the time. Come on. I like that, you know, sometimes when you strip the ball, like more often than not, I'd say actually, when you do manage to like get in there and you know, relieve them of the ball, you don't immediately grab it. It sometimes you swat it, sometimes it gets swatted out of bounds. Like, you know, a lot of games in this era didn't do that. There was that nuance just didn't exist. It was you were taking the ball and that was it. And there weren't really a lot of ideas about just loose balls type stuff. So it's kind of cool that this game does have like loose ball business like that. It's kind of neat. Yeah, there you go. No, pass it up to the guy that's open up here. Come on. Jerking each other off back there. Get the ball up where the guy is for scoring purposes. Again. What? Come on. I guess we'll take K. Williams. Kenny, you're my guy. No, I don't. I'm done. No, we're good. Great. Okay. Yeah. No, I don't. I was like, how do I get out of this menu? Come on. Rick Smiths don't fuck around. What? What? tapped down, and now Reggie Miller has fouled out. It's on you, McLeod. I don't know why, you know, like they if players are in foul trouble, they take them out or whatever. To which I say, fuck it, man, let them foul out. Maybe there's some nuance to basketball that I'm missing. Fuck this. Yeah, this stuff, it's a little too easy to foul somebody, you know, just by pushing the D-pad in a direction, you know? Like, it's great. It's a little too easy to accidentally foul someone. Come on. You just eat my ass. Traveling. What? All right, this is... The refs are in on this. This game is crooked. Condition. Excellent. Michael Jordan. Look at that guy. Look at this guy in this game. Look at Michael Jordan being in this game. Was this before he opted out? So this was like... you know, from the Chicago White Sox, Michael Jordan. Huh. Team control. So you could put them all in coach mode and just, you could have a bunch of lunatics sit around on a couch for weeks and weeks that, and play this game in coach mode with people. Oh, so there's a later, so there is another revision of the game here. Let's load that up real quick and just look at the roster. That was the BK version. The other version is the N7. This is the N7 version. So Commander Shepard is in this one. No, we don't want team control. We want team data. Guard Bulls. Shout out to my man Guard Bulls. It's a mystery. Who is this shadowy figure? Like slightly different stats too. Amazing. So yeah, this one is an unsupported version as far as retro achievements is concerned because they built a page for this and built hashes for. So So that means if someone were to make achievements for this, they would probably make it for the version that has Jordan in it, which is probably what you would do anyway. I imagine that since it doesn't have achievements at all right now, that if someone really desperately wanted to flip it and support the other version, or try to support both versions, which is not unheard of with retro achievements, that they would be able to do that. That's Tecmo NBA Basketball. That game's all right. It's the shooting feels awkward. The defense is kind of weird too. I do like, again, that when you do dispossess someone of the ball, that it is not an instant grab, and sometimes the ball will just be loose. Like, that's something that a lot of games of this era didn't really do, and so that's kind of neat. The pace of this feels all right. It's a good feeling game overall, except for just the timing on the shooting feels really off, and the foul situation is just a little bit too easy, like in terms of just, especially in a big clump of players where you're not really sure who's who and what's going on. It's a little too easy to accidentally get your hands on the ball and then immediately foul someone, or vice versa, just like you pushed the D-pad into them for a second too long and it knocks them over. And that sucks. But like overall, once you get used to having a softer touch on the court, I think that stuff works out okay. It's cool that there's a version of this with Jordan in it. That's something that you don't see a lot of. I wonder if this was before he debuted or what the deal was, if he had been drafted but hadn't played. We'd have to look at the calendar and figure out when all that stuff came out or whatever. But the story is that he opted out of the standard Players Association agreement for his likeness rights and all of that stuff because he wanted to control them directly. And so a ton of games just don't have Jordan in them. That's why that happened. That's why there's a whole run of basketball games in this era that just don't have Jordan. And then EA would go and sign the rights for Jordan specifically for Jordan versus Bird, the follow-up to the other one-on-one game, which was like Dr. J versus Larry Bird. This was something that, like, there were versions of NBA Jam. What is it? There's like pre-release versions of like Jam TE or something, but it's and then, anyway, all the rights stuff changed, and so, he was taken out of a lot of the games and stuff, and he went on to sign that Nike deal and do all his shoe stuff. So, like, specifically with his likeness, when you realize what he did with his likeness and his brand, it makes sense why he would not want the NBA to control all of that stuff. And yeah, Shaq did the same thing, right? He kind of had his own, he did his own deal also. And so maybe it was Shaq and NBA Jam. Anyway, but yeah, there's something kind of cool about Michael Jordan being in this game, I guess, because that is something that we didn't see a lot of during his years playing. It's no double dribble, but it's probably better than hoops. Where's double dribble on the list? Yeah. And then where was hoops? Yeah. It's somewhere between these two games. But probably closer to hoops than to double dribble. But it's really close. Like, this is stuff that you turn a few knobs, you tweak a little bit. Like, there's stuff you could do to this game that I think would clean it up a lot and just make it a more playable game. Ultimately, that's sort of the thing you're looking for, right? It is like, hey, just let me play some basketball, and just like slightly fewer fouls would help with that. And just like stuff about the player movement, like you get hung up on guys a little too easily, and so you look like you should be able to cut inside and that you're past them, but no, you kind of block on them, and that just from a momentum, from a movement standpoint, just doesn't feel good. And again, the shooting, the button the button doesn't feel good, which that's a problem. But it's still better than Hoops. Like, it's better than Dusty Diamond's All-Star Softball. It's better than this funky version of Smash TV. It's no Rescue Rangers 2. Yeah, it's no Rescue Rangers 2. Rambo is a better game. Wizards and Warriors is a better game somehow. Mission Impossible is a better game, and you know what? North and South is a better game. This is better than that funky version of Smash TV. It's our new number 172. Tecmo NBA Basketball. Congratulations to Michael Jordan. Congratulations to guard Bulls. Someone should make a game that's just not even a basketball game. It should be a fighting game like Shaq Fu, where every fake Michael Jordan from every basketball game that came out in this time period gets together and has to fight for who is the best fake Michael Jordan, and then the final boss is Michael Jordan. There you have it. Tecmo NBA Basketball. Number 172. Congratulations to Tecmo. Outstanding. Left on the list, a couple of games that I think will take a while. Ultima 4, Quest of the Avatar, and Godzilla 2, A War of the Monsters. Of course, if you want to send some games my way, do so. Sign up for the Patreon, patreon.com/Jeff Gerstmann. Advise me, advisory panel, about the future of this and more NES games. And of course, you get an ad-free podcast and a bonus podcast and cool shit like that as well. That's going to do it for this time out. Not a bad list of games. I mean, World Games is not good, but it's a game I remember fondly, and now I don't. So thanks for ruining that. And Tournament Fighters, like a decent Turtles game. Turns out all those Turtles games, all right. Weird. And Desert Commander, better than I thought it was going to be. Better, and by that I mean like more playable, just something that was a lot easier to engage with than, you think about turn-based strategy in this era and all the everything around that. Like, it would have been very easy for that game to be way too much. But instead they went for a console level of depth, and I think that game ended up working out quite well, which is fun. That's neat. It's no Advance Wars, but hey, what are you going to do? Not everything can be Advance Wars. Even the games made by people who said, we like Advance Wars, and now we're making another game like that. Even those games aren't quite Advance Wars in the way you want them to be. Even Advance Wars, more recently, at some point, stopped being the Advance Wars you wanted it to be. Switch Wars. What if they did that? I guess that's part of the problem, right? Is, at some point you've named your franchise after the platform it appears on, and so I guess they did just call it Advance Wars on. Anyway, whatever. That's a different conversation for a different time. Dual Strike, indeed. Remember, you can always see the full list over at 8bitnintendo.science. That's the number 8. And you can see the remaining games there as well. List is getting shorter. It's 100 and something. We're getting down to it. So that's crazy. that's ridiculous. Anyway, I will see you next Friday. We'll rank some more games, and of course, I'll be back Tuesday with the podcast and a new entry in the Jeff Gerstmann Hall of Fame. Will hopefully be with you this weekend. I just need to edit it together. That'll be up on the Patreon as soon as it's ready. So take care, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye.